Yo, Grace, are you poking around the breach again?
Just going for a walk. Don't tell me that's against the law now.
No, only walking that's against the law is jaywalking. But, hey, point is, don't even think about going in there. We can't let Sears through without the proper training. I hate to...
I know that's meant to be rhetorical, but probably my dissertation. When is the breach going to be reopened to the public? I would like to look for more relics at some point.
It'll open when it's open, which is to say, when it's been reclassified as an abandoned ruins. And don't even think about trying to sneak in there. I wouldn't want to, but I do have the right to detain you if you're proven to be a danger to yourself.
What's the basis for all these wild accusations? I walk down this way all the time. This imagined notion of me even thinking of sneaking into the breach is just that. Something you've just made up in your head. I also have to notice that the breach has been this way for quite some time. Normally, I would have expected you, core type, to have this handled already. Sir, if I may ask, is the stress getting to you?
Hey, come on, give us a break. We've been up to our eyeballs in Gigglers. Plus, there's Logan.
Aw, poor Justice. Why don't you just take a day off? What you need is some rest. Then you'll have your edge back. I mean, at the very least. Surely you don't need to literally stand here in front of the breach. We all know not to go in.
Yeah, maybe I could just head back to the office, pour a big old glass of yak milk, kick up my heels and... Hey, wait a sec. Dang, how come every time I talk to you I end up with a headache? Look, Grace, I'm not kidding around. I take the safety of everybody in this town seriously. If something happened to you down there, I'd never forgive myself. Talk to me again when your fighting chops are up to snuff. Like, say, builders here.
Right. How about this then? If I were to commission the builder to enter the ruins on my behalf, you'd have no objections to that, would you, Sheriff?
Oh, well, no. I guess that'd all be pretty by the book in my book. I reckon it's on the two of you to work something out. I gotta keep patrolling, but I'm gonna have my eye on you. Maybe just.
Well, you heard the man. Looks like I don't need to sneak into the breach if I can recruit your help. The things I need are relatively simple, but I think I'd... Great. A bit of context. I'm an archaeology student in Atara, saving up to finish my degree. When I have time, I try to do field work that I hope will be beneficial for when I go back. You've been to the breach, right? Did you manage to pick up on what that place used to be? You know, back in the old world? Ah, yes. That soul-crushing monotony that saps your life energy to the point where you can't break out of doing exactly the same thing every single day for years while you make money for someone else. Can you believe people used to do that? When it was open, the breach was a great place to look for archaeological finds and, right, you know the story. One of my main focuses is old-world audiovisual media. From salvaged memos and effects, I've discovered a concept discussed among old-world drones known as huke. I've surmised this term to mean listening to music at work. So next time you're in the breach, just be on the lookout for old-world music-related media. Anything that seems vaguely relevant. Thanks again for agreeing to do this. I guess with you in the picture, everyone's lives are being made a little easier. Come find me when you've got some old-world music stuff. And don't forget those small chips either, please. Got that backpack for me? Hey, you know, the more I study old world, certainly if necessity. Well, anyway, thanks for your help. I'll give this to Danby. They said, oh, don't worry about it. If I'm in danger, I'll just call out. I'm sure the Civil Corps will come running. We arrive in 10 minutes or less, or your next rescue's free. See you later. Thanks. Uh-huh. You know, I really like walking around this desert setting. I don't know why. Maybe I was born under the Phoenix Star. So long, partner.
Dang, you got me good that time. Say, how'd you like to get in on a little secret? Here's the scoop. I may or may not be in the possession of information that may or may not lead to the capture of something big, real big. Something simply known in the Yak Girl community as it. But I'm afraid that's all I can say for now. I'll let you know how it goes. See?
You know, if you weren't able to build this, we would have had to revert back to basic farming. In this heat and condition, most of the crops would have died, and that'd be the end of Sandrock. It was that bleak. But you saved the day, for all of us. Thank you. Let me do some cleaning around here. Then I'll teach you a few things about desert farming like I promised. I'll let you know.
Yeah!
Aha, what's all this then? Slight damage around the edges, bit of fading, but you can make out the font pretty clearly. Admiral Salt, something something. Probably from around 250 before Peach, if I had to guess. Would probably score preservation and good timing too. My latest essay topic was just approved. Old World Utilization Theory, a case study on Sandrock's The Breach. Mouthful that it is, my essay titles are actually more concise than most. Anyway, this helps me build my case around my hooky hypothesis. So, thanks again. Wasn't too much trouble, I hope. Dangerous? You appear to be in one piece, at least. You think I look tough enough to go in there? Well, unfortunately, our good friend Sheriff Justice wouldn't agree with you. Well, in any case, you've been a lot of help. If, hypothetically, I'd gone into the breach myself, I wouldn't have had all this time to get a jump start on my essay. Oh, speaking of which, I'll let you know how that goes. Thanks again.
Them gigglers are out of control, picking apart our bridge. They're trying to destroy our way of life and drain our water hole. It only stands to reason that their end goal is world domination and the end of civilization as we know it.
Everything you've just said is wrong, Cooper. The Gigglers are just trying to survive. They likely fear us more than we fear them.
If and that's the case, why come they went and attacked your farm?
Settle down, everyone. I think most of us are here now. Before we jump to conclusions, let's hear all the facts.
Allow me, Burgess.
Oh, sure. I was pretty much done anyway.
People of Sandrock, the light has taken upon itself to test us with yet another challenge. Another menace to disturb the peace in this town. First Logan and his gang, and now this. In the past, those Gigglers have hit us where it hurts. But we Sandrockers, through love and determination, we got back up again. We tightened our belts. Every brother and sister here aided and received aid in kind. And then, we danced away our sorrows. We turned crisis into laughter. But I'm afraid, folks, this time, we cannot turn the other cheek. That bridge is our lifeline to the outside world. This aggression will not stand. Meanwhile, the Alliance Council in Atara, according to our representative Grigorsic, are sitting around in their big building, twiddling their thumbs, sipping fancy tea, while Sandrock dries up into a piddling hole in the ground. This is a local issue. Why should they care? Now we could just sit around and wait for them to get their act together and send help. Or we could solve it ourselves. Way I see it, the course of action is clear. We send the Civil Corps into Gecko Station to clear the Gigglers out. Then, once the coast is clear, we send in our builders to reinforce that rickety bridge. We'll have our water supply back in no time. I reckon it's gonna be us or them. And from where I'm standing, it ain't gonna be us. Who's with me? I hereby authorize Sheriff Justice to come up with a plan. And then... Sheriff, it's all up to you now.
Yeah?
Hello. Bye.
you're just in time.
Everyone here? I'll get right to the point. We need y'all's help in the upcoming Civil Corps' mission to chase off the Gigglers. Way I figure, taking the bridge into Giggler territory is a bit dangerous. We'd be walking into whatever traps they might have set up for us. They'd also see us from a league away. Plus, walking over that bridge lately gives me the willies. Them Gigglers have been taking pieces from the bridge for Peach knows what. I don't think it's very stable right now. Heidi, is there any way we could sneak over on that old trolley system behind the office? That way we can get in undetected.
You mean the tram system left over from the early days of Sandrock? The two cables are still there, but we have a couple of problems. First, there are no tram carts, and second, the trolley engines are broken. Not to mention they're on the other side of the canyon. On top of that, we'll have to check the integrity of the cables.
Okay, that was more than two things. But, never mind that. Sounds to me like the first step is getting ourselves some tram carts. Builders, can y'all handle that?
Of course we can, right? Why don't we each build one tram cart? Then we can manage. Come on, you should believe in yourself. Builders have to have spirit. You've already done so much for this town. This should be nothing for you. So, we'll each build a carriage, then we can manually pull ourselves over to those engines on the other side and fix them up.
I think it's doable. She still has some old diagrams from the early days in his collection. Let me go check and see if he's got one for the tram cart. I can get...
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, partners. Just let me know when you're done. I hate to rush you, but well, without the railroad, I don't know how long our water...
Lead the way. Let's construct ourselves a good time.
For me, thanks.
Well, I can't say I have too many haters out there. Though, I am somewhat accident-prone. But you know what? If it ends up chasing folks off, let them go, I say. The real folks will stick around, I reckon. Hey, you do all right too, you know. Don't forget, we're all a team out here. Nobody's more important than anybody else. I try to blend a bit of style into the professionalism folks have come to expect from people in architecture. I will say, though, these heels can really be a pain sometimes. I'm always... There's so much that looks so delicious. I guess ordering everything would be a waste. All right, I think I should leave this to someone sensible. You decide. This is really great. All these dishes are so delicious. You managed to get everything I wanted. Well, I don't want to let it go to waste, so I'm gonna eat this all. Shoot, you're a real riot. Where'd you learn to be so fun?
Cut trees without permission, face serious consequences.